Hi guys and welcome to my review of Haikyuu chapter 283. This chapter was good. I've said that about Haikyuu the last couple of times, like the last few chapters have just been really, really good. We had that one chapter about 5 or 6 weeks ago, maybe a little more, where I was like, nah. And that was also one of the chapters I just skipped a review of. But since then it's just been it's been really good. This chapter completely threw me for a loop. There was so many unexpected things in this chapter. I'm completely what let's take this character by character instead of like chronologically what happened in the chapter, because that's not gonna work. Let's start with Tsuki. So in the beginning of the chapter, Tsuki he's getting really tired. And I think it's Suna who says, oh, it seems like you lack stamina. And Tsuki's like, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. And then immediately after that, him and Kageyama, they mess up a attack, which is real bad, because obviously they need every point. Because Inarisaki is ahead of them. So they missed that, and it was really interesting because Kageyama has been doing this a lot. Every time they mess up an attack, and it's like you could at one like the setup wasn't good. Kageyama will always be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did that. That was definitely my fault. I could have done better." And as usual. Or usually, Tsuki would be like, "Oh yeah, that was your fault, definitely," because he likes blaming Kageyama for shit, even if it isn't Kageyama's fault. But this time he's just like, "No, this was my fault. Could you please stop apologizing when it was my fault?" Which was really interesting because Tsuki seems to be getting a little annoyed here, and usually he's very good at keeping his cool and just being calm and collected. Like that's his superpower. His superpower is always being calm and collected. So I really liked how they were arguing about, oh no, it's my fault. That was really funny. And then you have, because then I was like, with that, I was like, oh, so next time we're gonna see Tsuki redeem himself, which meant that when we came to the last synchronized attack of the chapter, when it pans Tsuki, like he got like a really big panel as well, just to show off that he was gonna go all out. Like he had that thing about, oh, Hinata's always doing extra, even if he's being a decoy, he's always like going all out, and it really looked like he was gonna just go for it and he was gonna redeem himself and just get that point. And then he was just a decoy, and I completely fell for it. Like I was fooled as much as Inarisaki was. That was just amazing how well that was set up, because it looks so much like he was gonna do it, and it was just like not gonna happen. I don't think I've been fooled that much by a decoy in Haikyuu ever. Like that was really great. But this brings me to the next person I'm gonna talk about. That's Daichi, because in the beginning of the chapter we have Inarisaki's captain coming back in. And he has this line of, oh, I don't really like our banner, because their banner is like, we don't need memories. But even so, it still fills me with determination or something. And he gets all into it, and you have like these shots of Daichi like looking at his bag and the ellipses and stuff like that, and I'm like, ooh, what's he gonna do? But because of the Tsuki thing that happened immediately after, which I just completely forgot it, because it's like Tsuki has, like, for one, he has more of a presence than Daichi has, because Daichi is like the silent support, but also obviously Tsuki's my favorite character, so I will just pay more attention to him than anyone else. And when Daichi came in by the end and took that point, and you have the failed receive by Inarasaki and the ball goes up into the banner, I thought that was so symbolic and nice, because it's like you have Inarasaki who are like, oh, you don't need memories, but then you have a third year Daichi who's like, he's all about making those memories, because that's more or less what he's here for. Like they've him, Suga, and Asahi, they've accomplished their goals. Their goal was to go to the Orange Court. That was their goal from the beginning. and now they're here, so they're here just to make the most of it, basically. And I like that was like him shooting down that philosophy of you're not here to make memories, because they are. And it's not like they aren't here to win. Like, obviously the last couple of pages are like, we're here to get that 1 point, we're here to win, but you still take those memories with you, and it's with all those memories that they're here and they're getting better every time. So I just really, really like that symbol. And that brings me to the next person, which is Asahi, because third years, you know. Asahi, this match has been so great. He's shown so much confidence. We talked about this with Nishinoya when he was doubting himself, and you had Asahi being like, you were there for me when I was down, and now I'm gonna show that I'm the ace, and blah blah blah, and it was just really nice and touching. And then here you have him just you have that moment where he's about to serve, and he looks at the ball and he's like, this is where we don't need me to do any mistakes. And you have the commentator being like, oh, he's a powerful server, but it's like his attacks are 50-50, and they don't need to lose a point right now. And then he's just like, fuck all this, I'm going all out. And he just scores the best freaking serve. Scores the best serve? I don't know. And it's just so great. And the panel where he's like, just like, yeah, it reminded me so much of Tsuki when he had the moment. And it was just so great, because it's really showing his confidence and how far he's gotten, and how he's just not doubting his own skills and decisions. And it's just such a good moment, because like he's come so far, and it's so sad that when they lose at some point, which probably won't be this match but maybe the next one, the third years won't be there anymore. That's so sad, because I love the third years so much. But yeah, we have to live with that, I guess. But that was a really, really great moment. We barely saw Hinata in this chapter. We didn't see Tanaka at all. I was like looking for him, but he wasn't really there. We had Nishinoya mostly when he was working with Tsuki, when they were working against Suna, because they are doing kind of like the same strategy they did against Ushiwaka, where it's like they know that the block won't do anything, they're just narrowing the path, which I think is really great. It shows that they're using previous strategies that they know work. Grammar. So that was really, really nice. But again, it was just like a really good chapter for those three characters. And it was also really nice seeing that the twins, the Mia twins, that their attacks, even though they can do that crazy quick, it's not perfect. Like they can't do it every time. They can make mistakes. That was really great, because it shows that they're not invincible. They're a bit like a more successful version of the Josenshi team, they also did weird stuff like that, like just copied their opponents when they thought they saw something good. But the Mia twins seem to have a high success rate, but not a perfect success rate, which is really nice. But yeah, I think that's it. Really, really good chapter. Yeah, Haikyuu is just really good. But I think that's it for this chapter. Yes. I was about to say I could make a bonus video next week, because I don't think we have chapters, but I have something else planned for Haikyuu in January. I was gonna do it this month, but it was just so busy and I wanted to like do it properly, so I'm using a little bit more time to get it ready, but I have a few Haikyuu theories and analysis that I'm gonna do at some point, hopefully in January, depending on when I have exams. But yeah, that's gonna be really fun. So yeah, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and you can subscribe. And until next time, bye.